All right, the FOMO struggle is real, and Disney World doesn't help matters any by making some of their snacks only available for a limited amount of time. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Today I'm talking about the Disney World snacks you need to try before they're gone. That's right, Disney snacks don't stick around forever, although some treats like the tried and true Mickey Premium Bar and the standard Mickey pretzels with cheese will almost always have your back. Some Disney treats only stick around for a little while before they disappear from the parks and our lives. Want to get a list of all these snacks so you don't miss them? Head to disneyfoodblog.com/gone-snacks for the full list of eats I'm about to share. When you drop us your email, we'll also sign you up for our totally free newsletter where you can learn about even more limited time and fantastic snacks in Disney World. All right, let's start with those seasonal Dole Whips. You can pretty much always rely on Dole Whip's standard pineapple flavor, but if you see a specialty character Dole Whip pop up out of the blue, you may want to try it out before it disappears again. Some Dole Whip specialty character flavors have stuck around for a little while. Over at Storybook Treats in Magic Kingdom, you can still try Peter Pan Float, which is lime Dole Whip, soft serve, and Sprite, served with a cute little chocolate feather on top. Magic Kingdom also still has the I Lava You float at Sunshine Tree Terrace, which is orange Dole Whip swirled inside Fanta strawberry soda with passion fruit flavoring and popping candy serving as the sprinkles on top. But Magic Kingdom doesn't get to hold all of the fun. Simba Sunset over at Tamu Tamu Refreshments in Disney's Animal Kingdom was thought to be a limited edition Dole Whip treat, but it seems to be sticking around for the time being. The Simba Sunset takes that traditional pineapple soft serve, mixes it with watermelon, strawberry, and coconut flavored syrup. It's also normally served in a float cup, so you get way more Dole Whip for the price. Just a little hack for you. It's comforting to see these Dole Whip flavors on the menus as of now, but that doesn't mean they can't skedaddle off the menus at any point in time. So if one of those flavor combos stuck out to you, try them while you've got the chance. And remember, we lost a lot of Dole Whip character cones recently, like the Lost Princess Lemon Dole Whip in Magic Kingdom, the Hey Hey cone over in Magic Kingdom. So you never know when these guys are going to go by the wayside. Now, Disney Springs has seasonal Dole Whip flavors too. This summer you could find watermelon Dole Whip at Marketplace Snacks, and it could even be served to you in an actual watermelon slice. Sadly, the season has passed and watermelon Dole Whip is no more, but you can still get super cool specialty Dole Whip treats over there. For $8.99, you can grab the Dole Whip nachos. Sounds weird, I know, but stick with me here. The nacho part of this concoction are actually waffle cone chips, so it totally works. It's waffle cone chips topped with pineapple Dole Whip, mango boba pearls, fresh pineapple, strawberry sauce, whipped cream, and rainbow sprinkles. Basically, it's a party, and we're here for it. But like I said before, you just never know when those specialty treats are going to blip out of existence, so they sound good to you. Grab them while you can. All right, next on our list is those Epcot festival items. Epcot seems to have some sort of festival going on almost all year long. This is particularly true for the past 2 years, since Food and Wine is lasting for 129 days this time and lasted 131 days in 2020, making it the longest running Epcot festival. But one of the best parts about these festivals are the food, of course. There's a whole video where I talk about Food and Wine's Best of the Fest for 2021. We've actually got 2 this year since some festival booths opened late, but let me just go ahead and name drop a few of the team's favorites. Over at the Mac and Eats booth, hearts were won over thanks to the creamy, crunchy goodness of the truffle macaroni and cheese with herbed panko. An old favorite of ours returned to the Alps booth to say hello and remind us of how delicious it still is, the warm raclette Swiss cheese. And just to pull away from the overall literal cheesiness of this list, the Donut Box's Chef's Donut of the Day keeps DFB reporters on their toes in a good way. Although some popular festival booths return year after year, don't rely on your favorite one coming back every time. Otherwise, one of these festivals will wind up breaking your heart eventually. There's a reason I get so excited to see my favorite items return to the festivals. It's because they're never a guarantee that they'll come back again next season. Last year, the DFB team really enjoyed going into World Showplace to hit up the desserts and champagne booth where those liquid nitro cake pops you could have topped with crushed Twix or M&M pieces. They were not only chocolatey and delicious, but also a lot of fun to watch being made, but those did not return to Food and Wine this year. That being said, there are definitely a lot of fan favorite booths that did return, the Alps, Ireland, Kenya. However, these 3 booths returned with a catch. Back in July, the Food and Wine Festival kicked off with 23 of the 32 food booths opening. The other booths remained dormant and were originally slated to open on October 1st for Disney World's 50th anniversary. Instead, they reopened just a tad bit earlier than Disney initially promised, which is totally fine with us. However, those who visited Epcot during the start of the festival and into early August missed out on those fan favorite booths, meaning those guests couldn't get their hands on that warm chocolate pudding cake or the Kenyan coffee barbecue beef tenderloin, which is tragic. fantastic. Moral of this story, don't take your snacks for granted. I'm still crossing my fingers over here for the next round of festival menus, hoping that my favorites are going to come back. Festival of the Arts has impressed me with their creme de brie and petit pain over at L'Art de Cuisine Française booth time and time again. I know, more cheesy bread. Another one that I'm hoping returns are the shrimp and grits at the Sunshine Griddle booth next year. In fact, bring the whole Sunshine Griddle booth next year, Disney. We just need that at the Flower and Garden Festival. We need a brunch booth. Brunch booths are important. And let's not forget that frozen hot chocolate martini at the Festival of the Holidays over in France. Here's to hoping they'll come back to be my favorites once again. Next on our list, the Gideons monthly and secret items. All right, Gideons Bakehouse keeps us on high alert. They're always throwing something new on their menus or silently taking something away. Some of Gideon's Bakehouse menu items remain constant, though. You can stick your hand through the counter flames to pick up a traditional chocolate chip cookie or a peanut butter cold brew anytime you'd like, but other sweet snack options here change out monthly or are only available in shop as long as supplies last. In August, one of the limited edition flavors was the Rocky Road cookie, made with a triple chocolate cookie base coated with semi-sweet and dark chocolate chips, topped off with marshmallows and candied almonds. But September pushed that flavor aside and brought forth a new monthly edition, the Lemon Poppy Seed, which is awesome. Yeah, it's my favorite Gideon's cookie ever. Now, the Lemon Poppy Seed is made with lemon poppy seed cookie base topped with lemon and white chocolate chips. Now, it's only going to be here for September. October 1st, that cookie is going to be gone. So whenever you go to Disney World, be sure to check out what the seasonal or monthly flavor is at Gideon's and buy as many as you can because they're going to be gone within 30 days. Now, as I mentioned before, some of Gideon's cookies sell out really, really early. The coffee cake cookie, for instance, it's a vanilla bean cookie with cinnamon strudel, double baked butter crumbs that's only available in the morning and lasts until they're gone. If you're a candied walnut fan and you're visiting Disney Springs on a Wednesday, which is a very niche set of requirements, but I respect it, then you might want to try Gideon's Wednesday exclusive, the candied walnut chocolate chip cookie. And let's not forget Gideon's hot cookie hour. If you arrive at Gideon's between 2 and 3 p.m. or 7 and 8 p.m., you can order a warm chocolate chip cookie topped with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, but only during those 2 hours of the day. But wait, there's more. Gideon's has a whole list of cake slices on their menu too. Some cake slices aren't featured on the actual menu, though. This is what Gideon's calls their secret slices. Secret slices give the bakers a little bit of leeway to explore and experiment with flavor combinations, which is why they're not promoted publicly. They're super limited, and only those who have access to the secret password will be able to order them, as long as slices are still available. And no two passwords are ever the same. So how can you find these passwords for your chance at trying one of these super secret slices? Well, Gideon's drops the passwords for their followers on Instagram and Facebook. So if you want to stay in the know, there you go. So Gideon's Bakehouse is clearly a wild ride. They even have a specialty evening cookie that is only served after sunset. So you have to get there after sunset. It's crazy. But if you're in the shop and you see a menu item that you think looks interesting, don't pass it up thinking you're going to see it again. And don't be fooled into thinking the only specialty items you can order here are listed on the menu. Gideon's is a sneaky, sneaky place, my friends. All right, next on our list is finicky restaurants and foods. Now, some Disney World restaurants and snack items are all about stirring up the drama. One day they'll be closed or disappear, and the next day they'll be like, ta-da, I'm back. Did you miss me? So there's really no guarantee that these spots and foods will be available on your next visit. In the Adventureland section of Magic Kingdom, you'll find a quick service location called Tortuga Tavern. Now, I've never been a huge fan of Tortuga. I'm never torn up about seeing it closed because it's closed all the time. It's one of those seasonal locations that'll surprise you every now and then by randomly opening its doors, but even when it is open, usually all it has to offer are pretty basic options like turkey legs and hot dogs. However, when Tortuga Tavern recently reopened in the middle of August, it brought along with it a new item for its menu, the peanut butter chocolate hazelnut spread and banana sandwich. This item isn't exactly new to Magic Kingdom. It used to be available over at Aunt Polly's on Tom Sawyer Island, but it seems ownership of the sandwich has been reassigned and Tortuga's menu now gets to try it on for size. When food items switch over like this, it's both a good and bad thing. It's good because if you don't see one of your favorite snacks on a menu where it's normally located, that doesn't mean it's gone. There's a slight chance it's just been relocated. Another good example of this phenomenon happened with one of my favorite snacks, the Cheshire Cattail. Cheshire Cattail is a flaky pastry filled with chocolate and drizzled with a ton of pink and purple icing. If you watch our videos, you've heard me talk about it a million times. After the Disney World park closures and reopenings, Cheshire Cafe, where you could originally find these pastries, did not open, but the Cheshire Cattail prevailed nonetheless. While the Cheshire Cafe continued to prepare reopening, the quick service locations at Tomorrowland Terrace and Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe adopted the sweet snack for a bit, taking turns featuring it on their menus. years. So why would snack relocation also be a bad thing? Well, because it's difficult to keep track of menu jumping items. If I went to Aunt Polly's on my last trip and saw that the hazelnut sandwich was missing, I would have been like, well, that's a shame, but I wouldn't have considered going on a wild goose chase to track it down unless a cast member had been able to redirect me to the treat's new home. What I'm trying to say is you shouldn't assume that your favorite snacks that have become MIA have been reassigned to another location around the park. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. That's why you follow us here at DFB, because you know what? We're in those parks every single day. You follow our newsletter. We're going to tell you where they are. You watch us here on the channel, and we're going to tell you where they are. So that's the benefit that we offer to you completely for free. You're welcome. Now, sometimes they're just plain old vagabonds like the Adventureland spring roll cart. First off, you never know when the spring roll cart's going to be open. Second, the items here change constantly. Options you may find here include cheeseburger, pizza, Reuben, buffalo spring rolls, and sometimes they sell out for the day. So try not to be too disappointed if you have your heart set on cheeseburger spring rolls and they're either gone or they were never there in the first place that day. There are plenty of snacks that try to pull a fast one over on guests time and again with their Houdini-like disappearing acts. But I want to give one last shout out to the dish that scared me time and time again, the Ohana noodles over at Ohana in Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Ohana noodles, why do you try to run away when all I ever do is love you? The Ohana noodles have attempted to disappear from the Ohana menu twice now. This last time was when Ohana was scheduled to reopen after their extended closure. And before the spot opened to guests, Disney put a sneak preview of their updated prefix dinner on their website, and Ohana noodles were not on there. This little absence didn't last long. Before Ohana officially reopened, the menu changed again, and the noodles were back in business, thank goodness. Currently, this scary tale has a happy ending, though you can still nosh on these noodles during your Ohana meal. But once again, don't ever take your favorite Disney foods for granted. All right, number 5 on our list is seasonal items. Just like Epcot's festival items, seasonal items for the holidays are never guaranteed to return each year, so you need to snag them while you can. Since we're currently in the midst of spooky season, let's talk about a few of the exclusive Halloween treats you can find over in the parks right now. The Halloween Lunchbox Tart over at Woody's Lunchbox in Disney's Hollywood Studios is a chocolate hazelnut tart frosted with vanilla icing and topped off with Halloween sprinkles and candy corn. Anyone who visits Disney's Hollywood Studios between now and Halloween can order this sweet snack. However, some seasonal items are a bit more exclusive and are only offered during after-hours events. During Boo Bash in Magic Kingdom, you can head on over to Sleepy Hollow Refreshments and order a Foolish Mortal funnel cake. It's giant and sugary and wild to look at. It's got purple ice cream and orange and green M&M sprinkles and drizzled green icing. And to be fair, it's more style than substance, but it is quite Instagrammable if that's what you're looking for. And a few other Boo Bash items you can only get during the after-hours event, like the Prince John Sucker, the Maleficent Churro, the 5 Dozen Egg Slush. Thanks for that last one, Gaston. If you're not a huge fan of Halloween but love all those specialty fall flavors, those are available around the parks too. Joffrey's has their seasonal pumpkin drinks available for purchase, including the Pumpkin Pie Latte and the Pumpkin Game Changer, which is a pumpkin creme brulee cold brew with a shot of espresso topped with pumpkin pie syrup. Now listen, I focused a lot on Halloween and fall just now because, well, those are items you can access currently, but let me just walk you down AJ's Holiday Snacks Hall of Fame so you can reminisce over some of the stuff you might want to try when or if they return for the season. For Christmas, Caramel Kusha in Epcot's Germany Pavilion has featured a great selection of seasonal treats, one of my personal faves being the gingerbread salted caramel cookie sandwich. Last Easter, you could find the key lime robin egg dessert at Le Cellier, which was made with key lime mascarpone cheesecake and had a blueberry gel shaped like, you guessed it, a robin egg. During the month of June this year, Amorette's Patisserie sold a Paradise Pride pastry, which was super cute and colorful and messy with a powerful passion fruit center. And by the way, at Amorette's, you need to watch out for those seasonal petite cakes. Those are only going to be available for a limited time as well. Also in Disney Springs, the Ganachery adjusts its menu to fit the holidays. Their handcrafted chocolate piñatas have been known to take the shape of Mickey Santa, heart-shaped Minnie, Franken Minnie, Bunny Minnie, Leprechaun Mickey, and Rainbow Mickey. Almost makes you feel guilty to smash them in with that tiny mallet and expose the chocolates inside. Almost. And of course, if you're staying in a Disney hotel for your upcoming vacation, don't forget to check their quick service location to see if there's a seasonal cupcake or other treat featured on their menu. Whether you're staying at a value, moderate, or deluxe resort, these quick service locations almost always have some sort of specialty treat available. But I've got to give a special spotlight to Roaring Fork over at Disney's Wilderness Lodge and the Boardwalk Bakery at Disney's Boardwalk Inn for their monthly cupcake selection. I've seen such original cupcakes in both of their display cases, featuring items that celebrate holidays like Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, and 4th of July. They usually change up every month or for specific holidays, so if you're staying at one of those two hotels, go check out those seasonal treats. All right, number 6 on our list, secret menu items. Secret menu items come and go at the Disney parks, but when you discover them, it's almost like cracking a code. There's this fun sense of satisfaction knowing you're one of the few guests who might ever get to try that particular item. You never know when they'll blip out of existence, but if you've heard about a certain super secret item from the grapevine, from, maybe your favorite DFB channel that likes to give you the latest and greatest secret scoops, it never hurts to ask and see if they're still around. Magic Kingdom's Jungle Navigation Company Limited Skipper Canteen has had a super secret cheesy bread in the past that's not listed on their menu. They also have some pork skewers on that secret menu as well. By the way, I just had both of them and they are really good if you combine them and make little mini sandwiches. Sometimes, if lounges and restaurants are attached, lounges can offer up a few of the same food options that the restaurants serve. For instance, though Animal Kingdom's Nomad Lounge doesn't have it listed on their menu, guests have been able to order lobster mac and cheese here in the past. The same lobster mac and cheese you can order at Tiffin's next door. Now, before the Disney World Resort closure last year, one of the coolest secret menus of all time was located over at, strangely enough, All-Star Movies Resort in the world premiere food court. If you asked one of the food court cast members to see their secret menu, they'd retrieve a silver briefcase carrying, wait for it, viewfinders. You remember viewfinders, right? Yeah, this menu was taking it back old school style. There were 3 menu items featured on the viewfinder slides, and all of them were super fun. One of the items was the macaroni and cheese footlong hot dog topped with bacon bits and served with a side of coleslaw and fries. Another was the giant portion of poutine, which had your standard cheese curd and gravy toppings. There was just a ton of it. But the one that sticks with us to this day is a cinnamon roll burger. Yep, exactly as it sounds, a bacon cheeseburger with a giant cinnamon roll bun. Oh, and though not technically a secret menu because they're starting to show up on the menus, is if you go to Tambu Lounge in Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, you can often get some of the menu items from Ohana at Tambu Lounge. Sometimes they're listed on the menu, sometimes they're not, so definitely check and ask because you can get those Ohana noodles there too. So there you have it, some of the Disney World snacks you've got to try before they slip through your fingers without even so much as a goodbye. Some of these treats are seasonal, so they have the chance of returning to the parks where we'll welcome them back with open arms, but some of these treats are here for a little while, then gone without a trace, and you're the lucky one if you get your chance to try them. Don't forget, you can get a full list in this easy printable download at disneyfoodblog.com/gonesnacks. So if you hear word about a new treat alert that you know won't be around very long and you're going to be in the parks during its lifespan, snatch it up and give it a try. But how will you know when these new exclusive items are coming to the parks? Easy. Keep up with me and this channel. DFB is a constant source of reliable park news updates, and that includes telling you about the latest Disney snacks and secret snacks. Make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and you can also sign up for the DFB newsletter, which drops the hottest Disney details and deals into your inbox every week. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.